All right, let's talk about something that sounds like it's ripped straight from a sci-fi thriller, but it's happening right now. We're talking about a new kind of AI, one so powerful it's got the world's biggest tech rivals teaming up. Yeah, you heard that right. This is a big deal, and it's about to change, well, everything when it comes to cybersecurity. So let's get into it. So, just picture this for a second. You've got these absolute titans of tech, the ones who are constantly at each other's throats, right? Well, imagine them all suddenly calling a truce, dropping everything and linking arms. And I'm not talking about some small, friendly handshake deal. No, this is a full-on alliance between companies that literally spend billions trying to crush each other every single year.
And just look at who's involved. I mean, come on, this is not your average team up. We've got Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon Web Services. These are the companies that build the phones in our pockets, the operating systems on our computers, the very cloud that holds all our data. Our entire digital life runs on their stuff. And then you've even got a financial behemoth like JP Chase in the mix. Wild.
So that's the big question, isn't it? The billion-dollar question, really. What on earth could be so big, so threatening, that it would make all these mega corporations just set aside their rivalries and join forces? What's going on? Well, the answer is a completely new kind of AI. And we're not talking about your typical yearly update here. This isn't just a little bit better than the last one. No, this is a model with a skill that completely flips the script on pretty much everything. Okay, so let's meet the star of the show. It's called Claude Mythos Preview. It's an AI model from a company called Anthropic. And what makes it so special is that it's unbelievably good at finding security flaws in software. And not just finding them, but actually exploiting them. We're talking about a skill level that until now you'd only find in the absolute most elite, top of the pyramid human hackers. And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Listen to what Anthony Grieco, he's the top security guy over at Cisco, had to say. He put it really bluntly. He said, a threshold has been crossed. This isn't just another warning, you know. He's saying the game itself has changed for good, and there's just no going back. Okay, so here's why this is such a massive deal. Think about a traditional hacker. It takes years, right? Years of deep, specialized knowledge. It's slow, it's expensive, and one person can only do so much. But an AI hacker, it's like taking all that expertise and just copying and pasting it. It works at the speed of a computer, costs way less, and can attack thousands or even millions of targets all at once. The scale is just mind-boggling. And look, this isn't just talk. We've got the numbers to back it up. So on this standardized cybersecurity test, the last big model, Claude scored about 66%. Pretty good, right? Respectable. But Mythos Preview? It didn't just inch forward. It vaulted all the way to over 83%. That's not an improvement. That's a whole new league.
Okay, so test scores are one thing, but what really matters is what this thing can do in the wild, right? And trust me, what it's finding is pretty staggering. It's digging up secrets that have been buried for decades in the software we all rely on.
Get this, 27 years. That's how long a critical bug was hiding in OpenBSD. And if you know anything about operating systems, you know OpenBSD is famous for being ridiculously secure. It's like a fortress. And for 27 years, a flaw that could let someone crash a server from anywhere in the world just sat there. All the best human experts missed it. This AI, it found it. Just wow. And it's not a fluke. Here's another one, FFmpeg. It's a piece of code that handles video, and it's basically everywhere, in countless apps, websites, you name it. Well, a bug was hiding in there for 16 years. It survived millions of automated tests, tons of human code reviews, and nobody saw it. The AI did. And this next example really shows you the brainpower we're dealing with. So it looked at the FreeBSD operating system, and it didn't just find one bug. No, that would be too easy. First, it finds a 17-year-old vulnerability. Then it finds a completely separate flaw to bypass the security guards, basically. Then it cooks up this super complex attack. And here's the clever part. It splits the attack into 6 tiny pieces so nobody would notice. The endgame, full, total, root access to the server. And it did all of this by itself. So you get the picture. This isn't about 1 or 2 lucky finds. This AI has found major problems in, well, basically everything. We're talking about the operating system on your phone, the one on your laptop, the web browser you're literally using to watch this. Even the fundamental code that keeps your passwords and credit card numbers safe. It's found serious holes in all of it. Yeah, I know. This is a lot to take in, and it's kind of scary, right? And we're not the only ones feeling it. When this all came out, the tech community pretty much lost its mind. This one comment I saw on Hacker News just summed it up perfectly. Are we cooked yet? And yeah, it's funny, but underneath that joke is a real, genuine anxiety about where all this is heading.
But okay, deep breaths. This isn't just a story about how we're all doomed. Remember that alliance of tech giants we talked about at the beginning? They didn't form that group to sit around and panic. They got together to be proactive, to get out in front of this thing. The initiative is called Project Glasswing, and the mission is, well, it's simple in concept, but absolutely massive in scale. Basically, they're taking this incredibly powerful AI hacker and turning it into a good guy. They're letting it loose on all our most important software to find and fix every single hidden flaw before someone else with a similar AI finds them first. It's a race, plain and simple. A race to reinforce the castle walls before the enemy shows up with a new kind of cannon.
And this isn't some half-baked plan, it's a full-court press. They're scanning the absolute bedrock of the internet. They're giving this powerful tool to the people who maintain critical open-source software. You know, the folks who are often volunteers or working on a shoestring budget. And maybe most importantly, they're creating a whole new rulebook for how to do cybersecurity in this new age of AI. And yeah, they're serious about it. They're not just talking a big game. Anthropic by itself is putting up over $100 million. And get this, most of that is in free credits. So developers and companies can use this AI to find and fix holes in their own software without paying a dime. Jim Zemlin, the CEO of the Linux Foundation, really hit the nail on the head with this one. He pointed out that for so long, the people who maintain all this open source code, the code that literally powers our world, have been under-resourced and fighting an uphill battle. This project, he says, is about giving every one of them an AI sidekick. It's about finally leveling the playing field. Okay, so let's pull back and look at the big picture for a minute, because this story isn't really about one specific AI model. The fact that Claude Mythos Preview even exists, that's the real headline. It's the starting gun for a whole new era.
You've got guys like Lee Klarich from Palo Alto Networks calling it a dangerous shift. And he's right. I mean, think about it. If the good guys have this kind of tool, how long do you think it'll be before the bad guys have one too? The whole pace of cyber warfare, of attack and defense, is about to get dialed up to 11.
And that right there is the heart of the issue, isn't it? This technology is a double-edged sword. The exact same AI that can be the world's best security guard can also be the world's best burglar. We are now officially in a brand new kind of arms race. And this one isn't going to be fought by people. It's going to be fought by AIs attacking and AIs defending 24/7. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Right now, the first AI super hacker is in the hands of the good guys. They're racing against the clock to use it for defense, to make the world more secure. But you have to ask the question, the really uncomfortable question. What happens when the second one gets built? And what happens if the people who build that one aren't on our side?